What's going on, guys? It's Brandon. You're watching Watch and Unwind. Today I have on me the Wishdoit Armor watch. This is a homage watch. I don't usually feature homage watches on my channel. I don't think they really make a lot of sense. I think most of the time you can just save up your money, get the real thing, and you're just going to like it a lot better. The quality, the craftsmanship, it's going to be there. But this watch, I feel a little bit different. And that's because this, of course, resembles the RM47 Samurai watch from Richard Mille. A very limited piece of 75 watches only that retails for $1 million. The chances of me or most of you guys ever seeing that watch, let alone owning it, is extremely slim, to say the least. So I think this watch, it can give you that same look and feel for a lot cheaper price. And the details are actually extremely nice. I'm very surprised by the finishing on this watch, from the screws to the PVD case. The case is brushed on top. We got a little bit of polish on the side there, and then the flat sides are brushed as well. Incredible details in the Samurai. I'm not sure, exactly the process of how they made that, but it looks really good. The teeth indices are another big selling point on this watch for me. They look absolutely incredible. The way they hang over the Samurai and the skeletonized parts of the movement, so you can see right through to the other side. It's something you don't really see a lot, and I think it's actually done extremely well given the price of this watch. There's just like so much 3D dimensionality to this watch, from the teeth, the curved sapphire crystal, the Samurai, which is going to make this watch quite thick, but that's okay. It matches the proportions of the regular Richard Mille, which is quite thick as well. And you need that to get the 3D dimensionality. I think it's kind of a trade-off we take here. And I think that's okay, because this is definitely a sportier piece. I don't think you're going to be rocking this one with a suit and tie. But, there's a time and place for all watches. I'm loving the red here with the black eyes. It is really quite incredible looking. The movement actually looks pretty good too. This watch reminds me a lot of the Gorilla watches that I reviewed a while back. It's just kind of like a fun, loud, kind of flashy watch that, it definitely has to be your style, or you have to be in the mood to put on. I don't think this is a watch that you wear every day. I don't think that this watch would make a good, one watch collection. But is it fun to throw on and kind of get that look that you're going to get with a Richard Mille without, spending as much money as you would on a house? I think it's pretty cool, because if you want that look, guys, if you want like a Richard Mille style look, where else do you go? And this is a serious question. I would like to know, guys. Let me know in the comments. Where else would you go? Of course, you can go to Frank Mueller, although their tonneau cases are a little bit different looking than Richard Mille. But we're still talking, $10,000, $20,000 for some of those watches. And this coming in right at $500. I'm impressed with, the finishing on this watch, the feel on wrist. It's very comfortable. We have a rubber strap here, I believe, and it's a vulcanized FKM rubber strap, and it's very comfortable. Despite the size, it looks good on wrist when you actually have it on, and it is quite comfortable. Like I said, is it up there, with my Omega or my Rolex, my Panerai? Definitely not, but I am impressed with how it feels and looks, given the price of just $500. Let me know what you guys think of this watch, but like I said, for $500 or under, because they do have sales sometimes, I think it's just like a price that is hard to beat. I had a lot of fun when this watch was on wrist. I wore it, out hiking, like you can see in the video, out with my family, out to dinner for a couple days. I wore it to the gym, and it held up well. We do only have 50 meters of water resistance, which could be a problem for some of you guys. But I've actually swam with quite a couple watches that just had a push down crown, 50 meters of water resistance, and I was fine. I think most of the time you're going to be fine. Even in a pool, 50 meters water resistance, you should definitely be okay with sweat or washing your hands, anything like that. So I don't see it as the biggest problem. But even if there was a slight price increase on Wishdoit's end, I think that they could benefit from that screw down crown. Other than that, I quite like it for the money. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of homage watches. I get why they decided to go this way and kind of be heavily inspired, to say the least, by the RM Samurai, because it is, of course, a great look. And they did switch it up by doing it all in red. RM doesn't actually offer it like that, but the design is pretty much, spot on, 100%. Not too much was left to the imagination there. I think it would be cool if Wishdoit branched off a little bit. Do your own characters. You could have made this exact watch, but done like a Templar knight holding a sword or an axe or something right in the middle. That would have looked good with red, actually, since it was like the color of the Templar cross or on the shield. And I think it would have looked really good. Of course, it still would have been inspired by, this Torno case, but it wouldn't be that one-for-one kind of copycat. So maybe in the future, go that route. Try some of your own character designs. I think it would elevate the brand. Looking at the movement, this is a Chinese movement, as you guys would probably expect, but it actually looks really good. And again, for the price, I think you're hard-pressed to find another movement that probably looks as good. Not the greatest level of finishing detail here, but it's certainly good enough, I think. Pretty industrial looking. I love that you can see a lot of skeletonized parts straight through the movement. Of course, we can see the escapement. We have a customized rotor, but again, nothing crazy. I would like to do, like, if they did a small price increase and maybe work on the movement a little bit more, make it a little flashier. I think maybe moving forward in the future, that's something to do. But the tolerances of the movement and the performance is actually pretty good. We have 70 hours of power reserve, and it is a high beat movement. So I think you are definitely getting a lot of bang for your buck on the movement here, as far as, just the specifications go. All in all, I think it's a cool watch. I'm definitely interested in what this company does, in the future, moving forward. Maybe get a little bit away from direct homages, maybe move a little bit more towards some of your own designs, but keeping that Torno case shape, because of course Richard Mille is the one who does it, the most. But the Hublot Big Bang looks, Big Bang Spirit of the Big Bang looks pretty close. There's a couple other brands that do it kind of close. So if you switch it up, just a little bit more, I really think they could have something going for them. But let me know your overall thoughts on the watch, guys. Would you buy this piece? How do you think the craftsmanship is for the money? And what do you think about the brand in general? If any of you guys have experience with the brand, I'd love to hear it. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.